What's going on?
Hey guys,
Hello. Hello.
where are you, Jamil?
I'm at the Fairmont Princess.
Oh, beautiful. That's
Yeah,
nice.
having a nice little staycation with my family, but of course, couldn't skip out on doing the Compin. It looks like we don't have as many people as we would normally have, just because I don't know that everyone's aware that we changed the time, but hopefully we'll have a show today. If not, that's cool. I'll just
They'll
go back.
come. I think they're just running a little late.
Just go back to my mojito. So if I mess stuff up today, guys, I'm way better. I'm a way better comper on a mojito, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I think we all are.
Yeah. So, how you doing? Where are you at? You look nice.
Thank you. I'm just at my house for once because the wrestlers aren't here and the baby isn't here, so it's nice and calm.
Wrestling, man, that wrestling is pretty legit.
I know, it's insane. This is my life. It's crazy.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your Saturday to join us for this. This is super dope. Everybody show Emily some love for taking time out of her day on the weekend away from her little baby and her man to help us comp some houses. All of this is a absolute joy for both of us to do, but at the same time, we can't leave you guys hanging. We know that you guys need some help. Get this stuff done. My philosophy and the reason why this show exists is because I believe that understanding value is the foundation of wholesaling. Once you understand what properties are worth and how to approach a seller with the right offer and the right number, what ends up happening is you're able to connect those deals. You're able to actually close on those deals, perform, which is the name of the game, right? We don't want to be fake wholesalers. We don't want to be fake investors. We want to understand our numbers, and we really want to know what we're doing and why we're doing what we do. And so this is super important to me. It's not just about content. This is about really sharing in my opinion, what is the fundamentals of the business. So thank you all for coming in. Put your addresses in the chat. A little bit later on, guys, what we're going to be doing is setting up a website. It's going to be called runmycomps.com. runmycomps.com. And in the future, what we'll be doing is just allowing you guys to submit your addresses in that website so we can just get this fast and comp more houses on this show than we're able to do in the hour. So with that said, I'm going to pull up my batch leads. For those of you that are wondering what tool I use to comp these amazing houses, I am using the batch leads tool. If you do not have that tool, it is worth every penny. So go to www.batchleads.io/Jamil. You'll get a discount for that, and sign up to that because it is way better than Zillow. I believe that the data is the best data that's out there. You also can subscribe to their lists, subscribe to their skips tracing. All of that is our add-ons. I don't think it's necessary that you guys do all of that. That's totally your prerogative. If you are wholesaling and you need data and you need access to lists, it's a great resource. But for comping, just to be able to use this tool, it's awesome. So Emily, bless us with an address, would you?
All righty, let's do this. Okay, so this is kind of ironic. We're gonna go 61. Oh, you want to share this? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
6124 Buzz Lane.
I thought you were going to say it was 6124 Mojito Avenue, and I'm like, come on now. Where are we? Where in the world is it?
So it has one Z, and it's in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
Happy Saturday. Guys, I don't normally have mojitos on the weekend. I'm always working, but, it's a staycation. I took my wife and kid to the pool here. Pace and his baby and Laura are with us, and just a fun time, enjoying life.
You need to relax to be efficient.
Well, the TV show starts filming next week, and yes. I am a little bit stressed out about it. So I needed to have a break.
Wait, Jamil, you're human?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Newsflash. So here we go. We have 6124 Buzz Lane in Little Rock, Arkansas. Batch thinks it's worth $161,834. It is a 3-bed, 1-bath, built in 1964, and the square footage is 1694. What else do we know? We know that this is a single-family property. It is 1-story, masonry construction. Let's see what it's worth. Awesome. All right, not a ton of sales over here on Buzz Lane and Little Rock, but let's see what else we can pull up by changing these filters. A little better. All right, so here is our subject. It looks like it's just in the middle of the forest. There is a subdivision right over here, which is giving us some data. Let's look at what the year of construction. This is all new. 2015, 2014. And our subject is built when? 1964. So none of that data is usable for us. Let's look across the freeway. Now, I don't necessarily like crossing this major road here, guys, but I don't have a choice. You see, because there's just nothing but trees on the other side. So, and this is all product that we can't use. So what's over here? 250, 1964 build. Okay, so this is closer to what we're looking at, but this is a 24, 22 square footer. So it's almost 800 square feet larger than us. So we know we're below 250. Let's look at this. This is, again, a new subdivision over here. Not a ton. Man, this is a hard one. Thanks for the curveball, guys.
Love it.
All of these are new. So as you guys can see, it's a lot of new construction, and then you've got a few older houses. I'm going to just pull up Zillow just in case. I have to use the incognito mode for Zillow just because Zillow's been getting a little strange. Can you see this screen, Emily? The black screen?
It says you've gone. Yes. Yes,
okay,
we can
cool.
see it. Do you want to expand your browser?
Sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an old address. All right, what do we got here? So we see a little bit more. Again, not a lot of information with respect to older properties. So we're going to really have to do some extrapolating to get value on this one, which I don't necessarily love doing, but what choice do we have? So over here, we have this 250, and that was a sale in 2020. It's a 1964. It's larger than ours, and typically dollar per square foot is higher for smaller properties than it is for larger properties. So I'm just going to look at what the dollar per square foot is over here. So I'm going to look at 249,900. Divide that by the square footage of 2422. Gives me about $103 a foot. Now we're at 1694 square feet on our subject. That takes me to 174. Now, as I'd mentioned earlier, dollar per square foot on smaller properties is always higher. So I'm going to have to give that a little bit of a bump. And I'm going to give that about a $5 per square foot bump. So if I'm at $108 per square foot times 1694, that takes me to about $185K for an ARV. So I'm going to call this one at 185 ARV, but I'd also like to say, if you are looking at this area to do deals in, there's not a ton going on there. There's not a ton. So in my opinion, I feel you would do better in a more populated area or with a different property. But again, my thought process is on this house, 185K ARV. So in Little Rock, Arkansas, you want to be at about 50% of ARV for your offer. So I would be offering around 95K to the seller on that one. Hope that helped.
Awesome.
On to the next.
All righty. I have one whenever you're ready.
Okay, let's do that. What's the address?
6779 Bear Ridge Road.
Oh, Bear Ridge, B-E-A-R.
Yeah, Ridge Road. And that's in Lockport, New York.
Lockport, New York, okay. So we've got a 1958 built, 912 square foot, 3-bed, 1-bath. Batch has a value on it at about $183,000. Smaller house, single story, but it is on one heck of a large lot. That's like near 8 acres. Jeez. Okay, so let's see what we got. All right, so we got a few more sales to look at here. So we got a 155 sale here for a 1957 3-1, very similar, but we are about 300 square feet larger. So I'm going to say that we're probably sub 155. Let's look at this here. We got a 2020 sale for a 756 square footer. That's closer to what we have. It's a 2-bed, 1-bath. I'm going to look at the dollar per square foot here and extrapolate from that because I like this comp. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's about $178 a foot, times that by 912. So that gives us about 165K for an ARV on our subject. I don't think we have much else to look at, so I'm going to call it there, 165K. And in Lockport, New York, it's not, in my opinion, the high appreciation, high demand area. So this is probably going to be around 60% of ARV for your offer. So if I'm you, I'm going to be offering 95 to 100K on this house.
Awesome.
On we go.
Jamil is the comping master, an amazing mentor. That he is, Daniel.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that love. Thank you so much.
All righty. I have one right here in Phoenix.
Okay, let's do it. I love Phoenix. Give me the address.
3316 North 38th Drive. For Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole. Ooh, look at Phoenix from the satellite. It's so deserty.
So mountainous.
So mountainous. Awesome. So we have a canceled listing. I just want to tell you guys the story I tell myself about what's going on with the seller here. They listed at $211,000 for this property in 2019, and they canceled because they were too high. I know this area of Phoenix very well, and it wasn't worth $211,000 in 2019. Let's see if it is today. So we got a 1958 build, 1277 square foot, 4-bed, 1-bath, owned by Partners for Payment Relief. Interesting. Tons of comps. I mean, we're at 244 right now. What else do we have here that's any higher? I don't see anything else higher. What's a 247 right here? 1305 square foot, 58 build, fully remodeled, 2021. That's where I'm going to call it. So this is a slightly smaller, but I think that it's a fair comparison. I'm going to call this a 245 ARV, 245 ARV. And in Phoenix, you want to be at 70%. So I actually buy at 70%. So if you can bring me this deal at 170, 175K, I'm your buyer. But if I'm you, I'd be offering the seller 150, 160. I don't know how realistic that'll be because they were trying to sell this 2 years ago for 211. So they may be trying to get full retail, but that's just my insight.
Awesome. We got a question from Erica.
Okay, what's the question?
She said, how do you know what percentage to work with when comping? I'm a newbie and still confused as to how to get my numbers for a potential investor.
So I know my numbers and what ratios to use because I've been doing this for 20 years. I know the markets. I keep up to date with what's happening across the United States from different areas of the country because I have franchises in these markets as well. I'm really up to the data. So honestly, it's an experience thing, but I am putting together an ARV map. In fact, my astro flipping students have access to it. I'm working with the publisher to see if I have the right to share it with the public. It doesn't sound like they're super interested in me doing that, but I'm working on it. So hopefully for my Straight Outta Compin viewers, I'll be able to share my ARV map for the United States within the next couple of weeks. So that is on the horizon.
All righty. I got one for you.
Okay.
1605 Southeast 46th Avenue. That's in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Okay. So this is a 1914 build, 1276 square footer, 4-bed, 1 bath. Batch thinks it's worth $475,000. I mean, come on, guys. $475,000 for a 1,200 square foot house in Portland, Oregon, built in 1914. Move. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Let's see what we got. I mean, Portland is a beautiful city, so I get it. I get why people live there. But it's so expensive. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like too expensive, honestly. So here's a 1908 build, 1,600 square footer that sold in 19 for $535. I'm not loving that. What's this? Ooh, 1890, and that's way too big. So what do we got here? 1910. Hey, so we are above, a little bit above 450 because we are 2 years later. So I'm going to say this probably pushes us to about 500. Let's check out this 535. Did we already do that? We did. This is 565. It's a little too big. Also a little too big. So we know we're between 4 and 5. There we go. 450 for 1,017 square foot. Let's just extrapolate this one. 450 divided by 1017 gives us $442 a square foot. Times that by 12, 76 for our subject. that takes us to about 550, guys. 550, 560 ARV on our subject. In Portland, Oregon, you want to be offering around 70%. So go offer them 380 to 395, maybe 400. That should get it done.
All righty. How do you comp a house that's a little farther out from the home you want to comp?
I don't say that again.
How do you comp a house that's a little farther out from the home you want to comp?
I don't know. I understand that.
See, I didn't really understand it either.
Yeah, try rewording that, and maybe I can answer the question. But I think you're asking, how do you comp a house when your comp is too far? And I won't use it. I would rather time travel than cross major roads or leave my immediate vicinity. So I think that's your question. And if that's your question, my answer is don't use comps that are too far away. That's just trying to do gymnastics and create fake value on houses. I'll tell you, I see a wholesaler send out deals a lot, and what'll happen is their subject house will be in this one area, but they'll use a comp a mile away or like a mile and a half away, even though there's all kinds of evidence of the value near the subject property, but they'll use a comp far away to try to justify an ARV. That's not right. Like, that's not how it's done. So you always have to stay real close to your subject property to determine value.
So when you time travel, where do you go?
I try to go back to I'll go as far back as 2019, 2018 even. I'd rather go back in time than leave my area.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I hope that we helped Lopez Home Builder. Okay, I have one for you.
Okay.
139 Sawyer Avenue, Saywer. And that's in Staten Island.
Staten Island, New York. 139 Sawyer Avenue in Staten Island. They had this listed in 2017 for $699,000, and it canceled, meaning that they were overpriced and no one bought it, so they had to cancel. It's now being estimated at a value of $914,000 based on Batch's estimation. That doesn't mean much, but it's just a data point. It's a 1950 build, 2772 square foot, 4-bed, 3-bath. It is a 2-story house. Sits on a 4,600 square foot lot, which is pretty indicative of New York because there is not a lot of space for a lot of people. Tons of comps.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what's this 544? Let's just look at it. 2019, way smaller. Let's keep looking. What's this 685? Oops. $1930 build, so not the same build generation, but it's closer in size. Actually, it's not. So we're above 685, guys. So I'm going to stop looking at these 6s. Show me something in the 7s. What's this? 1930 built. What's this $1 million? 2,400 square foot. Dang. So we might be above $1.1 million. Wow. And I don't see any. Let's look at this one a little bit closer. 2,400 square foot. What's the size of the lot? 4,300 square foot lot. 2,400 square foot property. What's our lot size? I think this is it. I think we're at about a 1.1, 1.2 ARV. Wow. That's where we're at.
Wow.
That's surprising. I didn't think that, but it is what it is.
Humbled you a little bit?
Yeah, I was like, oh, Staten Island can't have $1 million houses, but it does. 1.2 actually would be where I'd put it. So if you're going to offer, because I know Staten Island is about a 70%, 65, 70%, 1,200,000. Offer like 850. You'll be all right.
All righty.
What's next?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. All right. Give me an address.
245 Rhodes, Rhodes Street, and that's in Providence.
All right. We got a 1920 built 3,200 square foot, 9-bed, 3-bath. Oh my gosh. This guy had a big family. 216,000 is Batch's estimate on this one. That's a lot of house for a little money in Providence, Rhode Island. 4,700 square foot lot. Great. A lot of comps. Let's see what we got. So this sold for $330, but it was 800 square feet larger. So I'm gonna look a little bit smaller. What do we got here? That's 3,700 square feet. I don't want to cross over this road, but I just want to see what this is about. So we're above 275. Here we go. 1920, 3209, 321,000 is the ARV. I'm going to stick with it. 325K is going to be my answer on this one. Providence, Rhode Island, you're going to be in about a 65% to 70%. So 325. Go offer him 2.25. 225. You should be all right.
All righty. Love it.
Guys, do us a favor if you would. Smash the like button. Also subscribe if you already haven't. Super helpful for us on the algorithm with YouTube. I'm really working hard on getting YouTube to love me, but it is a slow burn with YouTube. It's not as easy as it is with Instagram, for me at least. But anyways, smash the like button and show Emily some love. Leave a comment, and that's it. What's next?
Daytona Beach.
Daytona Beach. All right.
704 Park Drive. And that's in Daytona Beach.
All right. Batch thinks this one is worth $77,000. It's a 1946 build, 1,488 square foot, 3-bed, 2-bath, a single story house sitting on a 6,250 square foot lot. Let's see what it's worth. Here we go. So we know we're north of 140 because we had a recent sale that was 1120 square feet. So probably sitting closer to like 150, 160. Let's see what we have that shows any evidence of that. We don't. There is nothing. Let's look in Zillow just to double check to make sure that we haven't left anything on the table. Pre-foreclosure, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1488 square footer. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I can't use this. I have to go to incognito. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Zillow is so worried about their algorithm so worried about writing offers and trying not to let people know what their houses are worth that they have screwed up their entire process. You actually have to come in incognito in order for them to show you sold data. That's why I'm using batch, guys, because Zillow can beat it. What's our size again? $1,488 square feet. Yeah, it's a fully remodeled house. So we're probably about 150 just for the extra square feet. So 150 is going to be the answer there, guys.
Awesome.
150. Cool. What's next?
110 East Cassili Street. I'll spell Cassili when you're ready.
110
East
Ready.
Cassili Street, and that's in Springfield, Ohio.
Cute address.
That is cute.
Cassili Street. I'm on Cassili Street. You're silly. This is a 1908 built, 1680 square foot, 4-bed, 1-bath. Batch thinks it's worth $96,000. It is a 2-story, sitting on a almost 11,000 square foot lot. Let's check it out.
Oh, people are asking, what is this incognito thing? How do we use it? We just use batch.
Use batch. Yeah. It's how I hide from Zillow, so Zillow Zillow thinks I'm like using a virtual private network. And once it doesn't know where I live, then it for whatever reason, Zillow's algorithm will start populating sold data for me because it's not trying to buy my house. But as soon as it thinks it knows where I am and it wants to buy my house, it stops sharing data with me. So dumb.
Oh, wow.
Something new. I think because Zillow's trying to buy houses right now. So they are doing everything they can to make understanding how much your house is worth difficult. So this is about 500 square feet larger at 122K. So I'm not loving that. What's this 105? Also larger. What's the 93? Also larger. Dang. What's this 55? Smaller. What's the 86? Here we go. Oh, also too big. Well, I've got a 65 sale, but that's from 2 years ago, and we've had about 10% appreciation per year. So I'm going to give that an additional $6,500 per year. So 13,000 above 65,000. So 65 plus 13 takes me to 78. I'm going to call this one at 78,000, guys. 78,000. And in Springfield, Ohio, you want to be at 50% of ARV. So if you're going to give them an offer, go offer them 35 grand.
He's fast.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of my thing, you know?
All right, Omar, we're doing yours now. 401 Warner Parrott Road.
Warner Parrott?
Yeah.
Parro. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So
Oregon City. Warner Parrott Road.
Yeah. So here we got a 1949 built 840 square foot, 2-bed, 1-bath. Batch thinks it's worth about $317,000. It's a single story house sitting on a 10,256 square foot lot. Let's see what it's worth. Ugh, not a ton of data there. A little bit more. So here we got a 1948 built that's about 200 square feet larger. That sold at $355. So let's just see what that extrapolates to. Oh, 270. I'm not loving that. Let's keep looking. I feel like we're north of 270. What's this 327? Oh, also too big. Yeah, 270 might be right. Oh, here we go. 1940. That's our comp. 298,000 divided by 704 square feet gives us 423 a square foot. Times that by 840 takes us to a value of 355. 355. And in Oregon City, Oregon, you want to be at 70%. Go offer like 230 to 250, somewhere in there.
Awesome. Ready to keep going?
Let's get it. Let me just have a little bit more of my mojito here. Yum.
Yum. Hydration.
Oh my God, I almost spit that out.
Okay. 114 Old County Road, 43. And that's in Banbridge, New York.
Will you spell the street name for me, please?
Old
Old
County Road. 43.
43?
Yeah.
And where is it?
Banbridge, New York.
Old County Road 43, not to be mistaken for Old County Road 42. So we've got a 1940 build, 1260 square foot, 3-bed, 1-bath. This is, I have never seen a 1.5 story house before. This is interesting to me. 1.5 stories.
Huh.
Sitting on an 18,000 square foot lot. Come on in. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Oh man, we lost the star of the show. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to comp, so.
No, I'm back. I had to open my door.
All right. 1.5 stories.
1.5 stories. 15,000 square foot lot. Let's see what it's worth. Not a ton of activity. Not seeing a lot of data here from Batch on this one, so I'm just going to check Zillow. Oh my gosh, look at the pictures here.
Oh my goodness. This house doesn't even look finished.
No, it looks like people died there.
Womp.
Womp womp.
This is super upstate, huh?
Yep. So 1260 square footer. We've got a sale here at 120. What's the year of construction here? 1978. What was our subject? $1940. I mean, it's the only comp we got. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the 120. We're upstate New York, which is 50% of ARV, but we're going to go 30% because this is a shit box. So 120 times 0.3, I'd go offer him 36,000.
Awesome.
That's where we're at.
That's where we're at. Now we're going to Louisville.
All right. What's the address?
4715 Billtown, Billtown Road in Louisville.
Got a 1954 built, 1732 square foot. We don't know how many beds it is, but I'm going to imagine it at least 3-bedroom for that size. Again, another 1.5 story house. This is an interesting phenomenon today. 21,000 square foot lot. That's about a half an acre. See what it's worth. Not a ton near our property, so I'm gonna see if I can find more on Zillow.
Incognito mode.
Yep. Zillow thinks it's worth 264K. Let's see why. What's our year build? 54. Okay. So 2001. That won't work. What's here? It's way too big. Again, 2001. A lot of newer construction here, so not getting a ton of information for usable comps. Okay, so this is 32. It's way larger than us, but this is an older part. So maybe we'll find what we're looking for over here. I don't want to really cross these roads.
Why don't you want to cross the roads?
Well, because it's a major road. So, but again, there's just so little evidence or information in our vicinity. So I kind of have to.
Mm.
All of these are newer builds. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to our area. I'm going to see what a similar house of the similar square footage would sell for. I'm going to reduce by 20% for the year of construction because I don't have a choice. So 258 is what that sold for a 2015 build, or sorry, for a 2001 build. So let's take 20% off that. So 51K off of that. I'm going to call this about 210 ARV, 210 ARV. And in Louisville, you want to be at 50%. So go offer them about 100 grand.
Awesome. Sean asked a question in the comments. He said, do you still use a MAO formula? I hear so many people saying not to.
I don't. I think that that's an outdated way to do this. Honestly, the MOA, the maximum allowable offer MAO formula, the one that we've seen floating around is MAO times 0.82 minus repairs minus desired wholesale fee. I think if you use a formula like that, you're not going to do any deals. No homeowner is going to sell to you with that kind of formulation. So what I like to do is I actually have percentages of ARV that I use across the country. I have calculated those for every market, every major market in the United States. And I'm working with my publisher right now to be able to share that with everybody. Right now, it's only available to Astro Flipping students, but I'm working on being able to share that with everybody because I think it's important that you all have it.
And then Joel is asking, how often do you do this, Jamil? How often do we do this show?
We do this every week. It'll be every Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you got some value from this and you want to join us again, come back at next Saturday. We'll be doing this again. And tell your friends, because I think this is super important for people to know, for people to work on. This is a skill like learning how to write or learning how to read. If you're going to be a wholesaler, I think this is as important as learning how to read for a wholesaler. There's too many people out there who are just not doing it correctly. And because you're not doing it correctly, you don't get the result you want, and then you quit. And I can tell you that wholesale real estate changed my life. It's changed Emily's life. It's changed my business partners' lives. It's changed Pace Morby's life. So many people have been blessed by this business model that you owe it to yourself to put the reps in. So something I like to suggest to do is follow along with what we're doing here on the show. Go to the Batch Leads website, go to batchleads.io/Jamil and sign up. It's like a very, very inexpensive membership. But sign up for Batch Leads and then follow along with us and comp with us. Even if you do it after the show, come back, pull it up on another browser and do this with us so that you put the reps in. You put the reps in, you'll get as good as I am at this. Then you don't have to watch me do this anymore.
Then you can have your own comping show.
Yeah. You
ready to keep going?
Yeah, Mindstream Industries. You're an Astro student. You have access to this. So just send an email to Kenny, or send me or support@astroflipping.com, and they'll email you the ARV list. So Mindstream Industries, you are an Astro student, so just email support@astroflipping.com, and they'll get it to you. Love it. Joel Santos, you're awesome. Your mentor recommended me. I love that. I don't know who your mentor is, but super cool. I appreciate that very much. All right, let's do another one.
All righty. I got one for you.
I'm ready when you are.
2003 D Avenue, DEE. And that's in Springdale, Arkansas.
Springdale, Arkansas. What is the favorite dish of those who live in Springdale, Arkansas? 1966 built, 1685 square foot. I'm going to imagine it's a 3-bed, 1-bath. Single story, sitting on an acre lot. Let's see what it's worth.
What are you about to have for dinner?
What am I going to have for dinner?
Yeah.
Steak, yo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're having a little steakhouse situation tonight. I'm excited about that. Gonna hit up a tomahawk ribeye because that's what I like to do.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna hope it's smothered in butter.
I mean, it better be.
It better be. All right. Lots of comps here, guys.
There we go.
So we know we're north of 139. Let's check this 150 out. North of 150. Boom. Come on, come on. What's this 180? Yeah, baby, right here. That's our comp. 180. Not a lot. I don't think we need to go any further than that. That's it. We're at 180. 180K, and in Springfield, Arkansas, you're going to want to be at about 60%, 55% actually. So go out from 100 grand. 100 grand.
Beautiful. All righty.
Awesome. That takes us to the end, guys. I appreciate you guys all. Jay Wong, if you're a TTP student, reach out. I'm going to do my best to be able to share it across platforms. If you're a sub 2 student, I can absolutely share it. TTP, we're different publishers. See, sub 2 and Astro Flipping are put out by the same publishing company, and that's why we have a lot of love between us. But we love the TTP family as well, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that it's available to TTP students as well. So bear with us, guys. I'm going to do everything we can in our power to get this information shared. I don't believe that it should only be available to people who pay. Honestly, I think it's the responsible thing to do to know this stuff, and for all of you guys to be able to go out there and run your businesses and have an accurate understanding of numbers is super important. And so I'm going to do my best to make sure that we can share this information with everybody. However, you can always tune in every Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific to this show and have your house comped live by us, and I will give you that percentage. So if you're writing stuff down and taking notes, you'll be able to compile your own ARV map. But I did want to just thank everybody for tuning in on a Saturday. Thank you, Emily, for coming in and taking time out of your weekend to join us for this. You guys are all amazing. I appreciate everybody who's interested and loves this niche of wholesale real estate. It's so special. You guys are all amazing. Get out there, write some offers, talk to some sellers, and make it happen. And until next week, we'll see you then.